Hi guys, it's Adam here. Um, I have done my first FBA shipment and it is ready to go. I won't flip the camera, I'll just turn it like that so you can see. Um, so yeah, not a great deal, not a massive box. I ended up settling on 39 items, but was originally going to be 42, although I found out I couldn't sell three of them because for some reason on the listing there was no sell yours button. So I don't know whether that was I don't know, I don't even know what it would be, a restriction or an issue with certain products. I don't know. It was just odd why I couldn't sell it. It wasn't that they were in a category that required approval. It was just it said it didn't say where the sell yours button was. It didn't say anything. It just blanked it out, and then it said I think there's something like uh, the listing option is not available for this item. It was really odd. So it ended up being 39 items. Includes in there about three board games, sealed board games and puzzles. Majority are DVDs. There's about 21 DVDs. What else is there? There's a couple of DVD box sets as well. There are three or four books, used books, not new books. Um, and what else? Some Nerf darts from a retail arbitrage deal I got in ages ago, and I just had a couple spare. Um, and they're just void fill really. 20 questions which I've got listed on Amazon for £50. So if that goes, that'll be a really good sale. And I've got another DVD box set that I paid £3 in a charity shop for, and it's currently listed on there for 34.99 with no FBA offers. Merchant fulfilled were I think 28, 29, so I'm maybe shooting a little bit high, but to be honest, for prime 1 day delivery, I think people are going to pay it anyway. Um, but yeah, I had a little bit of trouble, as some of you may have seen on the Facebook page. Um, but generally it was okay. Um, I was a bit stuck when I got to the UPS website and I found out that there was a £2 collection charge, and then we were all having a debate on this one post on the UK resellers group, and it turns out it's actually a new thing that they're implementing. So now, when if you want to get it collected, you have to pay the £2 charge. So for me, that means really I'm gonna try and uh, have bigger shipments so that then it's worth doing with the extra £2 as well. So that's just what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do maybe 50, 60, 70 items in a shipment. I was originally going to do 50 for my first shipment, but I just thought, to be honest, I'll just do a small shipment, and then I'm going to do another one next week with probably, let's say, probably about 40 in that one, and then towards the end of January, if I've got enough, because I'm doing an indoor car boot soon, and charity shops and doing a bit of RA online, and online arbitrage. Um, so if all that gets me a lot of items, then I'll do a big shipment, of say 70, 80, maybe even 90 items. And then obviously that's definitely worth the £2 extra for the collection charge. But I worked out it is about 18 to 19 pence per item, um, for the postage cost if you filter the cost of the £7.04 into the 39 items, and I say £7.04 because I'm including the £2 extra collection charge. So it's about 18 pence per item. Most of my items are fairly high value. I'd say probably I have an average selling price of around £10 to £15, something like that, and an average profit of something like £5 to £10. There are items, of course, that are 25, £30 net profit, and then there are items that are like £1 or £2 net profit. So of course it sort of just averages out at probably about £5 to £10, maybe £15. But yeah, so that's that. I didn't have much trouble, as I say. Once I got into it, once I was on my fifth or sixth item, I was just powering through. I got 39 items into the system and ready for labeling within probably an hour, and then I labeled them up in, well, 20 minutes or so, if that. Um, and then yeah, just whacked them in a box, put a bit of void filling and stuff, bit of newspaper, put the cheaper items, cheaper DVDs around the outside of the box, and thanks to Tez Nutkins for that idea. Um, and then the better stuff in the middle. I put the board games in the middle so that they support the box more. And yeah, so it's a 13 kilogram box. It's going UPS standard as usual, or as it's meant to be, and it is going to, where, one second, I'll just see this, Marston Gate in Bedfordshire, which is, I think, quite a way away actually from where I am. Don't know how long it'll take to get there. I've never done it before, but I imagine a few days, and then it'll probably take 24 to 48 hours to get it checked in, and then I'll be away. So I'll be sure to update you on my sales, and hopefully I'll have a good first few days once my shipment is live. And if I have a really good few days, then it'll spur me to do more and more shipments, and I'll just really build my inventory up, because that's what I'm hoping to do this year. I'm hoping to really get my inventory up on Amazon, just to get things out of the house. And they seem a lot of things seem to sell quicker on Amazon, um, and just really the ease of it, and it just so many good points about Amazon. Just really is. I am going to continue to do eBay, and I'm going to find those unique, unusual items that could be big money spinners and then put them on eBay, because I love doing that. I absolutely love doing that. But I will be doing a lot more RA and online arbitrage, and sniping on eBay for job lots of things specifically for Amazon. And hopefully I can get sort of 40 to 50 items a week, and then that means I can do a shipment every week. Is my goal really to do a shipment of say 50 a week, so I'm getting 200 items up there a month, which is probably slightly more than I list on eBay each month. I probably list about 100 to 150 on eBay at the moment a month, depending on sales and stuff. So yeah, I think that'll do it for that video. I think I've covered everything I need to. I think I've gone into detail. Oh, yeah, one last thing. I think I've not checked this completely yet, but I think as an estimate in sales, I've probably got about £400 to £500 worth of sales. It's not huge, but I think I've got a pretty good net profit percentage. I would imagine it's about 40 to 50%, which, to be honest, I'm happy with. As many of you know, a business is striving for no less than 33%, so 50% I'm happy with. Obviously, on a few items, I've got like ridiculous net profit percentage of like 2000%. The 20 QMS I mentioned, I got for £1.50, and it's going for £49.99, so clearly that's more than 50%. But probably as an average, it's maybe 50-60%. Because I have got a lot of items in there that are just void fill that take that percentage right down. But yeah, I'm happy with that. Once I do my next shipment, I'll have probably another £500 worth of sales, or maybe even a bit more going up. And then hopefully when I do that bigger shipment at the end of January, if I can, I'll have probably £1,000 worth of sales going up, which would be really, really helpful for going into February, because then I can buy myself a nice birthday present. It is my birthday on the 6th of February. I don't usually say it to people, but you know, here I am saying it to you guys. There was one year I didn't mention it to my friends, and then on the day I went into college, they were like, "It's your birthday. Why didn't you tell us that?" Because I don't know how it came up, but it came up in conversation, and then they felt all bad for not actually getting me a card or a present or anything. But now, well, it was funny. Right, I'll see you soon. And because I'm rambling again, and I always do this, and I promise my next video will be a sales update. I've not done one in probably a month now, and it's just been because I've been well, just lacking on the sales updates really. And to be honest, I've not had that much great stuff on eBay because I've been saving stuff back for FBA, and the things that don't go as well on eBay, I've been saving for FBA. So I've probably got a few good things to show you on the sales update, but nothing major. So I will do an FBA sales update as well if anything sells, but I don't think by the time I do that sales update, my shipment may not have been booked in, because I'm planning on doing that video in about 2 or 3 days, so it may not have actually gone live, my shipment, yet, so I may not be able to do a sales update on FBA, but I will do at some point. And oh yeah, one last thing to mention, and I'll try and keep this really short. I didn't film any footage for my first shipment just because I needed to get my head around it myself for the first time. But next time when I do my second shipment, I will video parts of it and stuff, just to show you what it's like with people who don't do FBA. But I just thought because it's my first time, I was a little bit confused at first anyway, and I don't want to be giving away the wrong information when I've not really experienced it myself. So now I've experienced it, I'll happily give you the facts and figures and whatever of my shipment, and how it went for me, and what you need to be doing, what the salient points are. And yeah, so I will do that for my second shipment. I'm not going to video all of it because it's just going to be too long, but I'll take snippets out and stuff. And yeah, I'll do my sales update at the end of the week. So I'll see you then. See you soon, guys.